Welcome to Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, home to the East Carolina Pirates. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Pirates will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Arizona Wildcats offense will take the field first. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Touch pass on the run. Sweet cut there. Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a first down. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Trying to escape and get it himself. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. So East Carolina's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude would...
It's a running room. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The run from the shotgun. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He lost one down the sideline. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. Unloads quickly. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. Slithers into space. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. From the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Trying play action. Makes the grab on the left. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give on the option. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Pirates headed quickly to the line. They'll give it to him again.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Out of the gun, the inside give. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. And the Pirates trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. After the run, now to throw. Touchdown, Pirates! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a 2-time All-American know this game is not over. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Miami. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Second down, he'll throw it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Offense in an empty set. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Pirates are in the hurry-up. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover and pick up that first down. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And how about the inside linebacker flying through there? You see those guys come up, and you see how fast they can come up and fit the run. But how about blitzing the quarterback, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack?
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Looking for room, it's Vic. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
They'll try to run for it. Looks as if Arizona will have enough to move the chains. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Plows through the defense. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Wildcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. It'll be a draw. Let's talk a little about Arizona. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a three-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this three-star offensive lineman who's very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
He knew that he was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfectly. I don't need a big gain. I don't need to hold on to this football because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming, the worse things are going to happen. I just need a few yards for the first down, get it out of my hand, get the first down.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looking for space, it's Vic. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He got it. This is now a 7-point game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got a man, it's Finley. And he goes down right there. That play's going to lose yardage. And the Pirates have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Zings it complete to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Quick pass on the jet motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Pirates really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Marco. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. QB draw. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Pirates line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Greenville. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium.
The Wildcats will boot it away to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The option look. The pitch. Turning it on. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you can tell. He made them pay with a big gain down the field.
And the Pirates have it in scoring position on first and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, East Carolina.
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by just 2 over Miami.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw.
We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Gets it out quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Finley. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Got the back over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. Finds a tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Pirates can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes his man miss. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got it behind the line. It's Fenwick. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Under fire. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
This offense has it with really good field position. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Took a shot as he threw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The quick out. Oh, what a cut! He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Touchdown, ECU! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense...
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Get it out on the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Arizona runs out the punt team. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. He leaves it with his back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. On the option. Now the pitch. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Right back to the well. Fighting off the defender. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. Makes the grab on the shuffle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. They've already put 1 field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. It is good! And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Buys a little extra time. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Looking downfield, it's Adkins. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money and just 4th down. They're taking to the air. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. All wideouts, no backs. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Keeps the play going. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
The Pirates now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Got his man in the middle. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. He splits the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline, so let's just see if that's...
There he goes! Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Adkins. Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw on 3rd. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but won a play to get the football back.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. Made a defender miss. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to power their way ahead. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it's a final now, and one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.